What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we are coming at you guys for our 5 takeaways of the match we just saw last night between El Salvador and Canada made it a perfect 9-point window. I'm coming to you guys with this video from Honduras, and if you can't tell, I try to make it look pretty nice in the back, but Honduras is absolutely beautiful. But we're not here to talk about Honduras or my trip, which has been very hot and very nuts. We're here to talk about the match last night between El Salvador and Canada. It was a good one. It was a fun one. So if you guys do like our 5 takeaway series, be sure to drop a like on the video, drop a sub as well if you guys are new around here, and let's get into the takeaways now. All right, Canada, can you guys feel it? Can you guys feel that World Cup feeling? Because we realistically are a draw away. I mean, we're going to say we're a win because we want to pick up the wins next window, but we have basically booked our ticket to Qatar 2022 with a spectacular window. We picked up 9 points, and I'll be the first one to put my hand up and say, okay, I would have been happy with like a 5-point window because I didn't think we were going to lose. I thought we were going to win and then have a couple draws and kind of, because we've done that a few times, those 5-point windows. But John Herman and this crew continually leap every single obstacle that comes in their way, and they did it this time again because they didn't have Alphonso Davies. They had the situation with Steph, and on top of that, they had to go to Central America twice and have the U.S. at home. It was a tricky window, and they went through it with flying colors to go with a 7-4-0 record. So let's just jump right into it, guys. We're going to start off with my very first takeaway. My very first takeaway is Stefan Eustáquio, and we have to focus on him because he didn't play in the first couple matches. He got his dream move, my dream move, for him to go over to Porto, and then he had to battle COVID, yet he's able to step back in for the last match against El Salvador and just come in seamlessly. It feels like he just picked up where he left off, and I'll get to that with my second-ish takeaway, but it was a really great moment for him to come back. I mean, I was so proud of him to get the move. It's got to be bugging him because he's been such the heart and soul of this midfield for Canada, and then to miss 2 matches, it was very nerve-wracking, especially the one against the U.S., and we delivered. We decided to step up and show what this team can do and that we have depth all around. Big shout out to Liam Fraser. And now it's time that Steph comes back in and he delivers a good match as well. And that's very exciting stuff for Steph right now. And we definitely missed him. It was good to have him back in the lineup. My second takeaway is going to be focused around kind of the comments I just had on Eustáquio. And that is that this national side feels like a club side. And I know that's wild. And I think I mentioned it before, but they do. They seem like it's a team. It's a unit. It looks like these guys have been playing together week in, week out, day by day. And when someone isn't there, someone can pick up, and they know exactly what they have to do to be able to deliver what John Herman wants them to do. And it's just incredible. I haven't really seen a national side like that. It's why this is one of the most beautiful stories in the world of football right now. It really is, because they're playing out of their skins. They're 4 points clear at top of the table. They're 1 point off qualifying for the World Cup. We haven't qualified in a World Cup in a very long time. And he's just got all these players buying in. And it's just really incredible to see what John Herman's able to do. And it's why when you can get a team, a national team, playing like a club side, they're going to be very difficult to break down. And this is why they're sitting at the top of the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying table. It's why they're the best team in the region. It's why that they can definitely upset some teams once we get to the World Cup. Moving on now, guys, to my third takeaway. My third takeaway is going to be Atiba Hutchinson. And how can it not? How can it not? When you score a goal as class as that one, you got to be in the running. But no, in all honesty, Hutch, at his age, being able to start put these kind of, in my opinion, man-of-the-match type performances with the goal, running the midfield, he's just a special story, man. He's a special guy. And having that Hutch Eustáquio midfield is very interesting, very intriguing, because I think it can be played if you want to toss in a Jonathan Osorio or someone else in a 3-man midfield, or it can be played in a 2. They complement each other very, very well. And Hutch just shows that he's like an aged glass of wine. It just gets better and better and better. And we've said that because of Hutch's age, but it continues to show. And to have these kind of performances, and the goal it was funny, yes, but it was important, and they found a way to get it done. And it was incredible to see what Hutch is doing right now in the midfield. And you got to give him just as much love because he's truly a Canadian legend. Now, guys, we're going to move on to our fourth takeaway. And our fourth takeaway is Jonathan David. And I just wanted to put some numbers out for you guys. Jonathan David has played 27 matches for the Canadian men's national team. He's scored 20 goals, 10 assists. The man is fire, I guess is the only real word I got to describe him as. He's going to get a move away from Lille. He's going to go to hopefully one of the best clubs in the world. And why wouldn't you? This man is class. The goal, once again, I know it came from a mistake from El Salvador. He capitalized. He showed his speed. He showed his composure. He showed that little dink at the end to put the game to bed. But I mean, in this window, there's two very composed number 9 type goals. The first one was just absolute quality. This one, like I said, it kind of came over from a mistake instead of a gorgeous ball from Frazier. But he found a way to put the ball in the back of the net. Jonathan David is continually taking his game to the next level, taking his stock to the next level. And I'm proud. And I can honestly say, and we heard on Football America, seeing Kyle Aaron going over there, and he said, yes, the best number 9 is Canadian. He didn't say exactly who it is, but in my opinion, it's hard to argue that Laren and David aren't 1-2 right now in CONCACAF Nines. I got Laren, I love you, my man, and you're very, I'd say you're probably 2. I'm gonna say it, but Jonathan David is 1, and this is why these kind of moments for such a young, talented kid, he's gonna be very, very dangerous for this Canadian men's national team going forward, and another solid goal and good performance once again. And guys, my 5th and final takeaway, it's just gonna be a bit of a rant because this is absolutely unbelievable. And I've talked about this before, but this was a 9-point window. That is the point. So that is the point. Now let's just listen to what Josh is having to say. I grew up in Canada. I'm Canadian through and through and through. And this has always been my sport. I've loved this sport from the moment I started playing it when I was 4 to when I started getting into it, when I started covering it. And I just stumbled across covering the Canadian men's national team for that first match against Bermuda, I believe, in World Cup qualifying, and seeing the journey that this team has went for the Gold Cup, which was a lot of fun, and then just simply taking that next step, gelling together. John Herman has found a group of guys that want it, that are proving it, that are proving all the doubters wrong. And Twitter's a fun space, and I definitely had my fair share of beef, but at the same time, you can't go against this Canadian team. I truly believe this is one of the best stories in world football right now. Going in that original qualification up until that Suriname match, then to Haiti, then to the Ocho after a decent World Cup, going to a 7-4-0 record, undefeated, 4 points clear top of the table, 1 point off going to the World Cup. It is an incredible story. I have always wanted this sport to grow more in this country, being from a small town of 1,000 people, not really being able to talk to it, and you're seeing people buying it. Producer T, last few games, I'm not with him. I usually spend every game with him, but he's sending me hearts. He's not a very emotional kind of guy, but he's sending me hearts. He's saying undefeated. It's building something special here. I'm so proud to be a part of it. I really appreciate you guys just helping me do that and jumping on and being a part of this special story. And that's the 5th takeaway. 9 points, and this team is building something special, building something with all of the fans that are starting to be like, okay, this is something I need to get on. And there's no better time to. A lot of these Canadian men's national team newer fans has never seen a loss, and it's pretty incredible because I've been some pretty lows being Canadian men's national team fan. I remember that 8-1 loss, and I'm in Honduras right now, so it kind of it feels very special. I'm cheery ear to ear, guys. But those are my 5 takeaways. This is a 9-point window. I'm gonna walk into the CONCACAF Council with Pete with just that grin. But we're going to get back sooner enough, and we're going to have some fun streams coming up for you guys. We're going to go for a review of the transfers, all Canadian men's national team transfers. We're going to do potentially the Lille and PSG watch along to hopefully sit down with some of you guys I wasn't able to, and watch Jonathan David do what Jonathan David does in a good match. And of course, we're going to be able to do the Canadian men's national team abroad episodes will come back, and our window review, big window review with the Unstackable crew. It'll be a lot of fun, guys. So a lot of content coming up. Sorry I wasn't able to make the watch-alongs. I hope you guys forgave me, but hopefully we'll see you guys soon. If you guys did enjoy this 5 takeaways, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub as well, and we'll see you guys soon. Cheers, friends.